The Federal High Court on Thursday nullified the ad hoc delegates Congress that produced the delegates that chose Asue Ighodalo as the candidate of the People's Democratic Party. The Federal High Court in Abuja, presided over by Justice Ekwo, declared that the PDP nomination processes were non-compliant with its own constitution. As a result, the court had set aside all processes leading to the Edo PDP governorship primaries held on February 22, 2024. The court's decision means that the People's Democratic Party has no candidate for the upcoming guber polls for September 21st in Edo State. Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party has responded by stating that the candidature of Asue Ighodalo as flag bearer of the party for the 2024 election remains intact, and that the judgment of the Federal High Court did not in any way affect the candidature of their candidate. Now, to discuss this, I'm joined by Legal Practitioner Maxwell Opara. Maxwell, thank you for joining me on the news. Now, I want you to, of course, shed more light and bring us up to speed on this development.
Well, thank you for having me. I read that judgment last night, and I read what was held. What the court held? The court held that the delegates, the plaintiff, those that went to court, that the delegates which they use to conduct that election, that primaries, are not the authentic delegates, that the other people are the authentic delegates. Then court now ordered, get the ruling of the court. Court ordered that delegates are the delegate presented by the plaintiffs are the authentic delegates. Now, and they declared, they asked court that court should declare that their own delegates are the authentic, which court declared. Now, the question there is that this matter was filed before they conduct that primaries. Now, while the matter was there, one expected them to, immediately after they conducted the primaries, you expected to amend their processes. Now, adding that candidate that emanates from that process, one, also amend their claims, asking court to declare the election null and void. Also, asking court that court should also declare that the candidate of that PDP candidate that emerged from that particular process, court should declare that he should stop parading himself as candidate. So that court did not make that order. So in other words, that election still stands. That candidate still stands. I'm talking about the law. Then court will now say that you are the authentic candidate. And also say that the restraining PDP from stopping these people from exercising their power as a delegate. So in other, can you get me? Can you get?
Yes, I'm listening to you, Maxwell. I was, of course, following your line of thought, because I had a conversation just yesterday with one of the media aides or media official of the Ighodalo campaign, and he categorically said that what has been, peddled all over is mischievous, saying that the candidature of Asue Ighodalo, as declared by the court, was actually false, saying that his candidature was invalid and all of that. But again, that brings to this front burner the judiciary in all of this. We are beginning to see the judiciary play a pivotal role in our electoral process. Is this not a situation of the judiciary itself overstepping its boundaries?
No. You go to court. Court should declare that I am Maxwell Opara. I am supposed to be in your studio by 3 p.m. as a broadcaster, and you did not allow me to be there. Court now will say, but court will not set aside this program you are earning now because I'm supposed to be there. Except you are asking court that all the whole programs you end now should be set aside. What am I saying?
The reason why where I'm getting to, sorry Maxwell, where I'm getting to in all of this is that we are beginning to see a situation whereby the integrity of the judiciary is being dragged. You see cases where people go to court, get injunction, another party B will get another injunction that supersedes it. So the court is more or less being used as a pawn in a game of, politics. And people are beginning to question if at all the court is becoming or being an instrument of confusion as against, an instrument of, what I call it, peace and clarity.
Yes, you are right. You are 100% right. Our court has been used to cause confusion in this country. I believe that. But why I am invited on this program is to tell you that particular candidate of Edo State, court did not set it aside. Court did not set that election aside. Court did not declare that the guy is not a candidate. So what you're going to do now is to go back to court, saying that for the fact that the process that brought you in is a faulty process, that court should set aside that end. But you can only do that because that one now falls into pre-election matter. If it has fallen into pre-election matter, you have a local standing to challenge this. We have Supreme Court have said that the only people that have the power to challenge any pre-election matter are those the aspirants that participated in that election. So they did not follow the distance. You would have amended their process immediately. After that election, you apply to amend their process, get all this claim, so that court will declare that particular candidate null and void, declare that election null and void, set aside that election, set aside and give an order restraining the candidate from parading himself as a candidate. That will be the proper position. But we are failed to do that. That young man, the PDP Edo State candidate, is still the candidate of Edo State. That election would have brought him still stands. The only thing there is that the court has declared now that you are the authentic delegate. In subsequent election, you can make use of it. But as for this one, you cannot place something on nothing and expect it to stand. That is the lie. I read the judgment yesterday, and I said, what is this noise all about? It's as simple as anything.
All right. Thank you so much for your time on the news, Maxwell.
It's my pleasure.